Hi, this is James, and welcome to my channel. If you've viewed some of my other videos, well, all one of them. I've made one other video for this channel. I also have a second video, which was just me speaking at an event. But so this is really my third video, and it's going to be a review video, mainly because I got these two brand new decks. I got the Tarot in Wonderland, which is a tarot deck, and then I also got the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards, and I really liked both of them. So I mean, it's going to be a positive review of both of them. I don't want to make my channel a review channel. I just don't think that that's really where I'm at, because I don't really buy enough decks and haven't, to really do a review channel. I guess I could review the many decks that I have, but I just don't buy frequently enough to have a review channel. But I think that what I will do is share, some of the ones that, that I may have picked up that I feel are meaningful or really valuable. So the first one that I have here is Tarot in Wonderland. It comes in this really nice box. I'm not going to do like unboxing, but there's also I don't know if you've purchased this type of set before. The cards go in there, and then this little ribbon, you can pull the cards out, you can pull the book out. The book is beautiful. It's really nicely illustrated. It's by Barbara Moore and illustrated by Eugene Smith. But each card has like a full page colored picture on it, and then it goes into the descriptions. And so I really like the descriptions. There's two descriptions of it, and then it has keywords. The first description is through the looking glass, which what it does is it applies the story of Wonderland to the Fool's Journey, the story that we find in the Tarot. And I really like that, especially if you're a fan of Carroll's books, like Lewis Carroll's books, or are familiar with the Wonderland stories. I really felt like this was helpful for like people who maybe want to get into Tarot, but they it takes time to learn the different archetypes and symbols. So I felt like it was really good. I also felt like the guidebook was like really good at addressing both the more ancient archetypes and symbols that exist in the Tarot, and then also the modern interpretation of those symbols and how the Tarot has changed over the years. I specifically, in the Hanged Man, she goes into how previously, years and years ago, people often thought of this as betrayal, but now it's more like surrender. And she goes into, each one has like a much longer explanation, but so the part in the book that is through the looking glass deals specifically with the story of Wonderland. And then the second part is Down the Rabbit Hole, and it discusses the cards in how you would address them in terms of a reading, how they would, maybe come up in a reading, or how you would interpret them if you're doing a reading for yourself or someone else, how to look at that particular card in context with a specific reading. And then the final thing that she does have in the book is keywords. So like for... let me just pull a page here. So like the Empress, the keywords that she has associated with the Empress are abundance, fertility, creativity, pleasure, beauty, happiness, comfort, nature, motherhood, mother, nurturing, love, pregnancy, generosity. Yeah, does she have fertility? I don't remember reading that, but anyway. So I really like how the book is put together. It's a really good book. It's an entertaining book. A lot of the guidebooks for tarot aren't very entertaining, and I felt like this one was very entertaining. I liked how she had like little snippets from the actual Wonderland story that were associated with the story of the Fool. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. So even if you're just not, you don't even know if you want to get into the Tarot pretty heavily or anything, but you just I feel like this is something that would be entertaining if you just want to read, if you want to learn more about the Tarot and then just enjoy what you're reading. This is a really good way to do it. There's a lot of good books on Tarot, but this one has a bit of a more, I wouldn't say playful, but just a more enjoyable way of communicating what the Tarot means. And so I'm not going to go through all of the cards. I know a lot of review videos do, and you might be able to find one for this specific deck. You want to see all of the cards, but I'll just give you a few of the cards. I'll have you look at just a few of the cards. So that one is the Nine of Cups. Let's see, the Hanged Man. Oh, I talked about this one. Really like that. The Mad Hatter. Really liked that card. let's see, Knight of Wands. So it's all images that are portrayed somewhere within the story of Wonderland. So there's Ten of Pentacles and the Star, and this will be the last one I show you of this deck. But yeah, so if you're interested in Wonderland or interested in learning more about the Tarot, I recommend this. Again, it is Tarot in Wonderland by Barbara Moore and illustrated by Eugene Smith. It's a very good, easy to read guidebook. And I think that's what I liked about it the most. It's interesting because I saw this at my local bookstore, and since I wanted to see, because it's not necessarily a metaphysical bookstore, but since I wanted to see more metaphysical things show up at that bookstore, I decided to purchase this and support kind of like that realm within my local bookstore. So that's why I picked up, these two decks. So that's that one. The next one is Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards. It comes in a box like this. And it's a slide out box. It's not a flip like the other ones, and it has a little, let's see, has a little ribbon there that you can pull the thing out. So if that ever breaks, I don't know, you just have to really work with it. But anyway, I love the artwork of this deck. I especially the very backs of them. I think that this is just a very beautiful picture and imagery. I just think that the artwork is phenomenal in this deck. The guidebook it's a very small guidebook, but it has a lot of information in the guidebook. So it goes through each of the chakras. So the root chakra, the sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, and crown chakra. It has cards associated with each of those energy bodies. And so I really like this deck. I probably would never use it like for a spread. There are recommendations on how to use this at the beginning of the guidebook. How I would probably use this is just if I'm working with someone else or if I'm doing a session for myself, I probably would just use it for one, maybe two cards, just to give insights into like what's going on energetically in their situation. Maybe give them some tools or resources that might help them or help myself in like whatever I'm going through. I like that the actual guidebook kind of does this as well pretty effectively. It has a healing meditation practice at the end of each longer explanation for the cards. So I really liked that. The artwork is really nice. The color around the outside is associated with whatever energy body that so like this one is, I think it's blue. I can't really tell. That's funny. Okay, this is not blue, this is purple. So this would be third eye. This one's associated with the third eye, and then this one is associated with the sacral chakra. And so each one has a color surrounding it associated with the energy body that it's symbolizing, and then kind of like a one-word description of what's going on or how to interpret the situation. In the guidebook, I really liked, so like the guidebooks all start out with all of the cards, pictures of all of the cards, and then it has like a general explanation of the energy body. So if you're not familiar with the chakra system, but you would like to learn more about it for healing, for your own healing, or for, if you're in a helping industry or something like that, this really is something that would be beneficial to you simply because it would help you learn. I mean, it's not as detailed as maybe some of the other books that I have about the chakras, but this would be a really good place to start to help learn more about the energy bodies and how they influence our daily life and how we can use that system to teach us how to heal and to find balance and find a greater sense of security, like for the root chakra, security and stability and being present in our lives, or there's each one has a different meaning, but I'm on the root chakra right now, so that's the one that we're going with. But and then the first page the page after the explanation has like each card, and it has like a short description, and then each card has its own page, and I really liked how it was split up here. So it has the legend associated with the picture or the the issue, and then it has inspiration, and it has like a little inspirational message, personal inquiry, keywords, or key ideas, keywords, and then at the very bottom it has a meditation that you can do related to whatever issues coming up with the cards. So I really just, I really find the artwork beautiful. I really enjoyed, using them. The deck is by Tori Hartman and illustrated by Gretchen Raisch-Baskin. So I really recommend both of these decks. I have just really enjoyed them for the past couple weeks. Like I said, the guidebook for the Wonderland and Tarot, like that guidebook is probably one of the best guidebooks I've ever read, just because I've actually literally found it entertaining. So if you're interested in getting into the Tarot, that would be a really good one to start with, because it's entertaining. And then this one, if you want to learn more about chakras and healing, and you want a point of contact, like a card to pull for your own situation or for another person's situation, this is a really it's a really dynamic system, and I've just found it really enjoyable. So those are my 2 reviews. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to make more videos. Like I said, I'm probably not going to make videos that are reviews. I am probably going to, make more videos. One idea that I have is I really want to make videos associated with my deconversion from evangelical Christianity, because I went to a few Bible schools, and I was really into evangelical Christianity. When I left it, I was, full-time ministry, all that stuff. So my deconversion, I would like to talk about those experiences. My leaving the conversion therapy, which is therapy for people who are LGBT, and it promises to heal you or to fix your LGBT problems, which they're not problems. But I would like to talk a little bit more about that on my channel, and also my spiritual path, because I feel like it's important. I've noticed that so many people that deconvert from Christianity end up just being atheists, and that's okay. Like, I feel like I do not have to convince or convert anyone. Like, that's not my place. But it makes me sad that people just kind of throw away spirituality altogether, because it's been such a healing and joyful and wonderful experience for me. So I'd like to talk about my own spiritual path on the channel. If you have questions for me, please go ahead and put them in the comments below, or if you have ideas on what you'd like to see, that would be great as well. Just put it in the comments below. Thank you again for watching. Love, light, and peace.